gotta turn my bitch up, turn my bitch up, turn my bitch.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Hannahburnellw and welcome back to my channel. If you read the title of today's video, then you already know what we're going to be getting into and talking about. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of today's video, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video on this channel. And also make sure you follow me on all forms of social media at Hannahburnellw. And without further ado, let's get into it. So today's video, I was kind of inspired to make, like, actually last minute. I was gonna already film today, but I wasn't gonna be filming this. But I decided that I wanted to sit down and film this because this was something that kind of resonated with me and that I don't know, it spoke to me. And I know everybody's journey is different, so I want to share some habits that I've picked up that have helped me kind of lock into my femininity a little bit more. My femininity, is that how you say it? Some of the things on this list are things that I have talked about in other videos, but like not really in depth for real, or I've just kind of mentioned like I'm trying to do this because I want to be more girly, but like what does that really mean, right? So these are just like some simple habits that I've been doing, that I've added to my routine. But I just wanted to, you know, share these things with anybody that's going through kind of like the same thing I'm going through. And like at 31, some of these things should not even be on this list, I feel like. But like I said, everybody's journey is different, and I've always felt like I've wanted to be a feminine girl, or I want to look like or present or whatever, like really be a part of, but like have never actually put any, like, I don't want to say work. I just think the things that I was doing was not working for me at the time because of a whole bunch of other things that were going on in my life. Also, this dress is super sheer, okay? So work with me and I'm gonna work with you, okay? The hair gotta stay right here. The first tip I have is decorate your space, okay? I think a reason that I haven't really been able to tap into my feminine energy the way that I want to is because I've never really decorated the space 100% like how I want it. The marble floor thing in Atlanta was cute, right? But I really couldn't get into that space the way I wanted to because of a whole bunch of other things. And like even moving into this apartment in 2022, I did not put any effort into how this space looked at all. Like I kind of had an idea where I was going. I realized that wasn't working out and I literally stopped. I didn't put any more effort into this space. And now in 2024, this has been like the first time that I've actually put a lot of things into this space, into this apartment, whether it's my bedroom or this room or like downstairs. It has really kind of helped me like hone in on like that homemaking like skill or feeling that I feel like I've never really had or have been able to have, like even in my childhood home, you know. I was starting to get into that space when I was in high school, right? And in college, I kind of had a theme. I had a couple themes for my rooms back then, but like I really wasn't, that's just one room, right? Being able to look around me and really just be in love with where I am, how things look, how things are decorated has really helped me, one, feel a whole lot more feminine, and also it's really helped a lot with my mental health. When I was living in Atlanta, my grandmother used to say, you need to invest in some decorations for your apartment because you got to look at them walls every day. And I really didn't understand what she was saying. And like now, I totally get it. Like I have had such a relief since I have been putting stuff on the walls, buying furniture, like really putting some effort into these spaces, into like the bedroom and stuff. And I feel like it's not only made a difference for me, but it has also made a difference for Roberts, because I mean, he a boy, okay? His definition of feng shui and my definition of feng shui are completely different, but he's been complimenting the spaces and saying that things look really good, and like he can like see and tell where I'm going. So I like that. I don't know, it does something to me, a little razzle dazzle. Number 2 is get a solid skincare routine, okay? So like I'm a girl who has had tons and tons of different skincare routines, and of course like where we are now in social media, more than ever is like very clean girl aesthetic and like skincare heavy, and you know, it's less makeup, more skincare. And millennials have always been like all makeup and no skincare for a very long time. And so I had like really bad like cystic acne when I was growing up, like in middle school and in high school. So like I was a Proactive girly and that worked. And then I got off Proactive and started using Dove, and then I used Cef-Seal. And like between maybe like my junior year of undergrad and now, I have not had a solid skincare routine that has lasted me more than a couple of months. And part of that is because like my skin stopped doing the crazy things that it was doing halfway through college anyways. But I've just like really never invested. I've tried a whole bunch of things. I've tried to be on a routine and I've tried to be consistent, or I may use the same products, but I'm not doing the same steps every day. And so that has also made a huge difference between how I used to feel about myself and how I feel about myself now. I feel like I don't have to wear makeup all the time. I feel like my skin looks good. It looks healthy. I know I get in my blogs and I complain about how dry my skin is, but that's literally because I have combination skin. And like as soon as I put a moisturizer on and go outside in this Mississippi heat, it's evaporated and replaced with just like the sticky humidity of being in the deep south, right? But me getting a skincare routine, something that I do every day, and like it's really like a full body routine. Like every day I get in the shower, I do the skincare routine, whether it's in the morning or night, or sometimes both, or even in the middle of the day if it's one of them days where I've been outside all day at work and I need to come home and take a shower. Okay. I'm never skipping this routine. I'm replenishing the same products and I'm being super consistent, and I think my skin does show that. For a long time I've been told I have nice skin like under makeup and stuff like that, but I think I've taken things to another level that have just like really helped me feel prettier in my skin without having to wear tons of makeup. If you have been on my channel for a long time, I was one of them girls that would not record unless my makeup was done, and now I'm okay recording without having makeup on. Like I feel like I look good, even though I know that there's some outfits and things that I should have my makeup done when I wear them, like when I go out in public and stuff like that. But like I'm okay with a moisturized glass face and a little lip balm, and you know, I'm good. I feel good, and it makes me, I don't know, it's very self-care and it's pampering to me. So I don't mind doing it. I like doing it. I like doing face masks and stuff like that. But as far as having like a routine, because I kind of fell out of having a routine. So I've definitely like over the past 3 months gotten back into like really having a solid skincare routine. The next thing is investing in maintenance. Now, maintenance is an investment. If you can afford to do it, do it. I used to be a DIY girly sometimes, or like I just didn't think that those things were important to maintain or have in a consistent capacity. But I've always wanted to be that girl that always had her toes done, or always had her nails done, or always had her lashes done, or things like that. And so I've been investing in maintenance. Like I've been a whole lot more strategic in my budgeting. Y'all know I do this thing at the beginning of the year where I don't get nothing done until Robert's birthday or until my birthday, but like I'm gonna do away with it because I like it. Like I feel girlier always having my nails done, okay, always having my toes done, they match. Always having my lashes done, or you know, getting them refilled, not just letting them fall out and then starting back over or waiting months until I can get my lashes done. And recently I've added getting my brows done to that list of things that are maintenance, that I think just kind of like push my look to the next level and make it a little bit more effortless. Okay, I used to be a strip lash girl. I still am a strip lash girl in like situations where my lashes are not done, or like I literally got like one lash hanging on and I'm gonna throw a strip lash on top of that. And everybody who provides a service to me, I am grateful for, and I am thankful for, and I love them, and I don't cheat on them, okay? Like, my nail tech been my nail tech since 2019. My lash tech has been my lash tech for like over a year now. This is the latest person that I've been going to, that I've just been consistently going to her because I love how my lashes look so much. And she also does my brow tint and lamination. So adding those things to your routine can help you feel more feminine. Not only is it, again, like a self-care element, but like at the end of that, you get a result that lasts long, that's effortless, that you could just throw on whatever. Like, my nails will always match what I have on, or even if I do get long nails or whatever, like I just had the last set that I had was long or whatever, like it's just a part of the feeling, you know, of feeling more feminine and also presenting and looking more feminine. The fourth thing is transition your wardrobe, okay? So there are a lot of things in my wardrobe that I will never let go of, but there are some things in my wardrobe that I'm absolutely willing to let go of to upgrade my wardrobe, okay? So you want to invest in pieces that, and notice I said pieces, not clothes, pieces, because I'm a pieces girl. You want to invest in pieces that you can use for more than one time, because I was at one point in my life a single-use outfit wearer. I'm not her no more. I do wear clothes over again, and I'm not having to throw out as many clothes or give away as many clothes as I used to, because I'm looking for things that I can wear multiple times and also style differently, things that will never go out of style. Even though this dress is the fast fashion dress, okay, this dress I got on is fast fashion for sure, but I've just been looking for more pieces that I can do more things with, that I can dress up and dress down, that I can make different vibes with, and that will be timeless. Transition your wardrobe. Like I said, I'm moving out of a lot of fast fashion things. There are things that are definitely staples that I keep. I'm shopping for more boutiques now, and I'm moving back into how I used to shop for pageant interview attire, which is I'm shopping certain brands that I know curate certain looks, because I want to look a certain way in those clothes, right? There are just some things that I want to look like. And I've said from the very beginning that I don't like BBL fashion. I don't like to indulge in a whole lot of BBL fashion. There are some things that are cute, and I do shop like still from like places like Fashion Nova or Pretty Little Things, or lately it's Silhouette Styles and Micah's, okay? I shop from those brands too. There are fast fashion, they're not necessarily BBL fashion. I am investing more money into the types of materials that I'm wearing as well. So like, people look at me crazy when I say I want underwear from a designer brand, right? Because the stitching and the quality is different. Or if I get, let's say I get t-shirts for Robert, because this is just more than about me, this is also about him, right? Because anything I do, he go through. But like, I might buy some t-shirts from Robert that may be $40, $50, $60, $200 for a pack, that everybody else is looking at me like, you're absolutely crazy. But like, you have to feel the difference in the material and the longevity and the lifespan that these things have are completely different than just going to get a graphic tee from Walmart or Target now, you know? Not that there's anything wrong with Walmart and Target, because we still shop there too, but I'm invested in the quality of the clothes as well now. And it makes me feel more esteemed. I don't want to use the term like I'm better than you or whatever, because that's not the vibe or the verbiage or the words that I'm trying to use, but you feel different, you know what I'm saying? You just feel high quality. You just feel more high quality, and you know that what you're putting your money into is going to last a little bit longer. You're not going to get the rips and the tears, and you can do more things with them. Tip number 5, and if you know me in real life and you watch my videos, this is going to be an absolutely hilarious tip coming from me. And that is moisturize, okay? So I feel like when I think about femininity and I think about the girls that inspire me, that I look up to, that, you know, have parts of their routines or their lifestyle that I want to emulate, okay? they skin be so moisturized, right? And I think that really is a part of being real feminine and soft, is always actually like physically being soft, right? So I grew up a little rough around the edges. I was a tomboy. I was outside. I was in the dirt, in the mud, playing with the boy cousins. Like, that was me. I was that girl. I had dolls and all the other things, and you know, that's cool too, but like, I was outside, okay? I was outside, for lack of better words. I was outside. I was always falling off of something, falling onto something, had my hands in something. Like, I was that girl. I really wasn't that girly. I was girly in spirit, but I was not girly in action. And so like, I have kind of like amped up my body care, like I said earlier, as well as my face skincare, because I just feel like that's just part of the process. That's part of just adding that extra layer of femininity to you, or being feminine, is being moisturized. You know, soft hands, lots of cocoa butters and oils, okay? It's been plenty of videos I've been on here ashy, and like, y'all ain't said nothing about it, and I appreciate that for y'all. But I'm trying to eliminate that personality trait that is ashiness, or dry skin rather, because I've been noticing differences in like how my skin looks and feels, or in how it reacts to things, and just me even just being outside. Like, once upon a time, lotions and baby oils and stuff like that was literally only reserved for me being on stage. Like, I'm not gonna cap to y'all. And I didn't put that much care into me, like, at all. Like, I don't know if I didn't feel worthy or pretty enough, or I don't know what the feeling was, or maybe it was just inadequacy. Like, I don't know like exactly what the feeling was, but it was almost like I wasn't deserving to be like that or care for myself like that. Like, I didn't deserve that. Now I'm past whatever that was, and EOS lotion is like my best friend. I got 3 of them. I be mixing them all together. They be smelling real good. I travel with them. I got hand cream everywhere. Like, I grew up a Bath and Body Works girl, you feel me? But I wasn't that girl like how my mama is, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing she gonna do is never be ashy, but me, I was always ashy. Like, it's so funny talking about this. But like, you know, like, I just wasn't her. And I grew up in a household where when you get out the shower, you lather yourself in cocoa butter and stuff like that. So like, maybe I turned into being like a little rebellious on the other, like, the older I got, because I don't know, like, maybe I think I just didn't like that process growing up. Like, it felt like it took away from me going to sleep. Like, I don't know. I can't tell you what was going on, baby. All I can tell you is I used to be ashy and now I ain't, because I feel like that it's just, it's feminine. It's more feminine to not be ashy. I'm moving into an era where me not having dry skin has taken more and more and more priority, and like, it's here to stay. I like it. I like being moisturized, and I like how the lotions smell. But the next one is have a signature scent. So I had the Nicki Minaj Pink Fridays, still have it. Y'all can't see up here, but y'all know what usually be up here. I had a thing of perfume up here. Now it's all setting sprays, but the other one is body sprays, because I'm into that now. You know, I was never really a body spray girl ever. I had some, but I wasn't like the girls that went to Victoria's Secrets and bought everything. I wanted to be like that, and I like how the bottles look, so I always wanted like to collect perfumes. But a lot of the perfumes that I grew up around were like powdery and floral, and I did not like those scents. Like the White Diamond era, like your grandma's favorite perfume, like those are the scents that I grew up around. Hated them, didn't like them, and so I never really became a perfume girly because of that. Never had really a signature scent. You couldn't tell if I walked into the room or not, because what is that? But now it's different. I have invested into a signature scent. I do think that it adds a layer of that kind of like luxury bougie element to you when you smell like something all the time. And so y'all know I'm still new to this, so like I only got like a little time for it and stuff like that. But like Glossier, the Glossier U, the influencers influenced me, because I was like, what? I got the hand cream. I know I've told this story before in another video, but I got the hand cream, instantly fell in love with it, and now everything about me is Glossier U. I got the candle. Wait, where is it? It's behind the chair, but I got the candle burning behind me. I have perfumes, rollerballs, I have multiple so I can travel with them. I have other things that I want to try, that I want to add to my perfume collection, but like if I'm not going out and being like, if the event does not require me to smell a certain type of way, I'm wearing that. Like that's my everyday smell. And I've really been like, these last 3 or 4 months, I have been like really deep into the Glossier scent, to the point where like now my stuff smells like it. And that's, to me, that's good. It's a good sign, because you know it's me, you know it's mine. And I don't see a lot of black girls talking about Glossier U either. So like, are we boycotting Glossier? Let me know what's going on, because I don't hear black girls talking about anything from Glossier actually. So the next thing that I think adds to, you know, a more feminine energy, and that I have been implementing in my life, is me not being the center of drama. And I know that sounds crazy right now, because I do think I'm not the center of drama right now, but I am in some drama, okay? But me not being the center of drama. Don't put yourself in shit you ain't gotta be in. Like, if it doesn't apply to you, you don't have to respond to it. You don't have to create no drama. You can truth tell. You can tell your truth always. Always. Don't let nobody lie on you, or nobody lie on like where you from or anything like that, because I'm a knowledge seeker, and I'm a knowledge giver, I guess, but never, like, I don't be out here starting shit with nobody. Like, I really ain't never been like that, but there have been times where like I've been the center of the drama. And like I said on my TikTok, I'm an Aries. Of course I love drama, but drama for you, not for me, you know? I just don't think that it's necessary. And I also feel like at this big age that I am, like I really don't have time for that. There's stuff that I want to do with my time and my life and my energy that I cannot spend on me being in drama per se. Like if an update happens or something comes up or whatever, like sure, you can let me know. Or, you know, I can give you my feedback on the situation. But in terms of like me being in something or starting something or whatever, like I'm not that girl. I'm never that girl. If it doesn't affect how I get paid, doesn't affect how I eat, and doesn't affect my household, I'm usually not in it. But if it's jeopardizing any of those 3 things, then absolutely I'm in it, because I care about that. But I don't know, like it's also just not cute, you know? It's not cute when you're young. It's not cute when you're my age. It's not cute when you're older than me. It's just not cute, you know? You always want to watch Love and Hip Hop. You don't want to be a cast member on Love and Hip Hop. I used to want to be a cast member on Hip Hop ATL. But now, if I was the storyline, like I would be booted off the show immediately, because I would not have a storyline, because I wouldn't indulge in anything. Like, I wouldn't indulge in anything. Like, I don't know. Just no drama. Be a girly with no drama. So the next thing, or the next tip, is it's like 2 tips in one, and that's rest and not being in a constant need of survival mode. These are things that I've seen other YouTubers say that I did not realize were reasons that probably kept me from feeling as feminine as I could be, or like inviting as much feminine energy as I could. And that's because I wasn't rested ever, and I was in survival mode a lot. And I think me not being in survival mode honestly has a lot to do with this entire list, and how I'm able to even feel these ways, or like achieve the things that I've been trying to achieve for so long, because I'm not in survival mode. I'm comfortable and I'm still on my toes, but I don't have to go so hard. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be good. I'm growing up. I'm doing things I need to do. And I'm able to rest. I'm able to go to sleep at night and sleep good and not have to worry about somebody knocking on my door telling me to get out. I don't have to worry about bills not being paid. Like, I just don't have to worry about as much. Another thing I don't have to worry about is caring what people feel or think about me. And I feel like that's something that people struggle with in general, because people are people, right? And that's just part of the human experience, is what are people going to think? When I was around 27, a switch went off, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, girl, you need to start moving for you, or moving a little differently. And that's what I've been doing ever since. Me being able to like prioritize me being recharged, prioritize me enjoying myself, prioritize me doing the other things, like enjoying the money and like luxury stuff, or like whatever, traveling. I consider all of that being in the rest and non-survival mode category, because before I was not doing that, and or if I was doing it, I wasn't comfortable, because I felt like I didn't deserve to exist in that space or be a part of that, or I just didn't feel like I could be comfortable in those spaces without having to look over my shoulder or feel like something is always coming for me. If it ain't one thing, it is another. But that part of my life like is not a part of my life anymore. And so I've been able to really tap into being softer or being more feminine, because I don't have to worry about eating today. Or, you know, like I just don't have to worry about the same things I used to have to worry about. And even while I was doing good, or while things were getting better, I was still in survival mode, which is another reason why I was not able to decorate my house, because I just felt like any day I'm not going to be here. But like, you've been here for a minute, shawty. And at this point in the game, I should be able to foresee when drastic changes are coming. So that has also allowed me to be more comfortable and live more comfortably. And yeah, you need to go to sleep some. You need to get out of that survival mode and like hustle culture. It's not good for you. And take that from me, a girl who has been in hustle culture like her whole life, and low-key still is in hustle culture, but I've made it to the other side where this is not going to determine what's going on with me. This is not going to determine, you know, like anything. It's not going to determine anything. But I do know if something were to happen to me, I know how to get my hands dirty and pick myself back up. You know, I learned useful skills being in hustle mode and being in survival mode, but like I don't have to exist there. Next thing is like organize, plan, manifest, and pray. Okay, I try to organize as many things as possible. My everyday life has an itinerary. Like literally every day there's an itinerary. There's an itinerary when I travel. I plan everything out right to a T if I can. I try to plan for months in advance. And I try to set goals about things that I want, manifest and pray on it. I feel like those are things that I was not able to do and believe in myself before. I believe in myself now. So when I say money comes to me effortlessly, I'm attracted to money, money is attracted to me, I believe that, because results, you know, or, you know, and like it's linear. It's not straight across, you know, it's up and down. And so there are times that there are things that I want that I have not ever believed that I could have, that I do have. And there are still things that I want that I sometimes may not have the confidence that I need to really achieve those things. So like they don't happen. But organizing, having goals, setting goals, being disciplined to obtain those things, and really like putting yourself out there to the universe and to God, and like asking for the help that you need, or asking to be shown, or, you know, like whatever the step is that you need to get to the next step, to get to whatever it is that you're longing for. I think those things do invite feminine energy into your life. Okay, me, one of the goals that I wanted was to be feminine, and I really didn't know how to get there until other things started to happen. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, this is one part, or this is another part, or this is another part. Like, you don't have to be so angry, or you don't have to be so this, or you don't have to be like, other things in my life had to happen for me to get to the part where I feel more whole than I used to feel in this regard. You have to set a path for where you're trying to go so that you can get there. Because when I was trying to do things the cold turkey way, the hard way, and I was asking like, why is this not happening for me? It's because my mind was not together. I wasn't disciplined enough. I didn't have any plans, any solid concrete goals, and I didn't have a path to get there. And so now that I'm learning these things, or I'm applying these things, or I have more discipline, it's happening for me. And it can happen for you too. All you have to do is, it doesn't matter how small or how big it is, you feel me? You have to put it out there, and then you have to put the steps down, and then you have to manifest and pray to make sure not only are you going in the right direction, but like you can handle the things that are going to come with you trying to obtain those goals. So my third to last tip is wear more jewelry. Okay, I have always wanted to be a jewelry girl, and at 31 I can confidently say that this is probably the most jewelry I've ever worn my whole life. Like in high school, I was a bangle girl. It was different back then. The skinny jeans used to be purple. But now I am definitely a dainty jewelry girl. I have been trying to be this dainty jewelry girl for a while, and it just hasn't been working out. But now I feel like I'm more consistent. Okay, I try to wear earrings as much as I can. Bracelets were a thing that I was not wearing at all for a very long time, but then like over the last couple of years I've been really invested in bracelets. And so now that I'm at a good place with bracelets, I've invested in earrings, like different types of earrings. These are from Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova got some good jewelry. They have great earrings. I always say 10 out of 10 get your earrings from Fashion Nova if you can, because they always cheap too. But I've been investing in jewelry, and I've been necklaces, gold and silver. And the next thing I'm adding to that is rings. I think I'm finding to a place where like I don't know, I didn't like my hands for a long time, and I said I kind of still don't like my hands, but I've been wanting to wear a lot of rings, and now I'm to a place where I'm investing in rings. So like y'all see that I got that other ring from Pandora, and I'm gonna go get another ring from Pandora. So I can have 2 on this hand, and we'll figure out what we're doing with this hand. And yeah, like jewelry makes a difference, and I grew up not really feeling or thinking that jewelry made a difference, and it absolutely does make a difference. So invest in you some jewelry pieces. Okay, you will look 1,000 times more girlier. It makes your outfits put together. I won't say girlier, it makes you look feminine. I feel like girly is like a adolescent term, but like it'll make you look more feminine. It helps put your outfits together when you accessorize correctly, and it kind of just takes your looks to a whole new level in terms of styling. And that's what I'm real big into now. It's like I've always had the outfits, but I've never had the accessories to really take my outfits to the next level. So that's why there's like an overhaul of bags or an overhaul of shoes. But like lately, for like the last 6 months, it has been all about jewelry. There's an overhaul of jewelry, and I always like my jewelry to look cool, calm, and girly. I still want like the big chains and all that type of stuff. Like that's still a part of my personality too. But I want to be able to switch it up and provide different vibes, or like be able to dress for different occasions. And like I'm not in the club like that anymore, so I don't have to portray that club image as hard everywhere I go every day. You feel me? I'm just a door girl now. It's $20 to get in. Do you want a wristband? That's it. But you know, like I'm not that deep in the club game anymore, and I don't intend to get that deep in the club game anymore outside of just like, you know, writing my ebooks and stuff like that. I feel like it's okay for me to, you know, be a little bit more on the daintier side, and that's what I'm doing. I've always wanted to be the girl that had the dainty jewelry that was just like really cute, very southern, you know. And a lot of the jewelry goes with anything. I don't have to think too hard about what I'm dressing up or what I'm dressing down. And with a certain aesthetic that I used to have, that used to be my only aesthetic, I really couldn't wear none of my jewelry half the time because I got a bubble letter chain. Why would I wear that to a gala? But see, now I have jewelry that I can interchange and wear to events like that. So definitely invest in jewelry. So the last 2 things, they don't go together, but they are also important to your journey. One is don't be afraid of change. You can change anything about yourself that you want to. And it don't matter what nobody else got to say about it, because it's about you. You feel me? And this was something that I didn't really learn until I had surgery, right? There were a lot of people that were upset that I was having a procedure done, okay? And I felt like it was a lot of eyes on me, and it was, and I had haters, and like bitches was bullying me, or bitches was trying to bully me but couldn't. Like there was a lot of conversation being had, you know. And so I went through my process, and I got my body done. I'm the most in love with my body I've ever been. And then I've added on to that, you know, of course, y'all know I got my lips done. I've had my teeth done, and like there are still things that are going to be done, okay? I want to be a Barbie doll, but I've been one of these things, right? And the first thing that I had to get over was being afraid of change, and being afraid of how people were going to perceive me because of it. People felt like they didn't know who I was, when this entire time I've had the exact same personality before and after, you know. And after the fact, people started to treat me different, because I guess they thought I was going to start being a different person. I'm still the same me. I'm still the same Hannah. I've been solid. I'm not switching up. Just because I look different doesn't mean that I am different, you know. You have to be able and be willing to embrace change, one, and you have to be able to do the change, right? You have to be disciplined, you have to commit to it, and you have to not care how people are going to look at you, because you're going through a moment of change. We are not meant to stay the same person our entire lives, in whatever sense that is. Every part of your life is going to change you. Every part of my life has changed me, sure. I have more grit now. I'm a little bit tougher now, but I'm also entering a phase of my life where I want to be softer. You feel me? So like, you have to be willing to change. And I know people have been looking at me different and talking about me and thinking that I'm moving a different way, but like, I am moving a different way. And it's because I'm cutting out a lot more nonsense so I can be at peace, I can rest, you know. Change is part of life. Evolution is part of life. If you don't evolve, you get left behind. And I don't want to be left behind. You feel me? So you have to get to a point mentally where you're okay with people looking at you differently because you are changing or you're attempting to change. You're going to have to, it's one of those things where you have to get out of your own way. And of course, the last thing is, don't compare your journey to nobody else's journey, okay? There are girls younger than me that have been killing the scene since they came out their mama womb, okay? And me at Big 31 just now getting to a place where I'm comfortable enough to even attempt some of the things they got going on, okay? So like, don't compare your journey to nobody else's journey. I think it goes without saying, and I also think it's part of the human experience, that jealousy is a thing and envy is a thing, right? You see things you want and you see other people have it, and you're kind of like, oh, why? Maybe not why is that happening for them, or why are they, you know what I'm saying, why do they have these things, why is this a part of their life? But definitely feeling like I want that, and I'm mad that I don't have it, right? Because it's definitely something that I've dealt with in my own life. I want that, and I'm mad that I don't have it. But I also had another moment in my life where I was like, you're gonna have to figure out how to get there, okay? Figure out how to get there so that you can have those things and you can be a part of whatever it is that you're trying to be a part of, or make your own path and set a different standard. But what is your plan to get there? My journey is not like your journey. Your journey is not going to be like my journey. But getting to that point or that place where you're comfortable in accepting of yourself and willing to do the things necessary to even start the journey, those are all individual instances. So I can't compare what my friends got going on to what I got going on. You know, I can't say, why does my homegirl over here have X, Y, and Z and I don't? We're on two different wavelengths in life, two different journeys. Our paths have intersected, and so now we have a relationship, but that doesn't mean that my life is supposed to be exactly like their life. But if you do want your life to be exactly like their life, you gotta plan. So like, all these things kind of come together, and I do know that like being mad and envious and jealous and all those other things, if you allow those things to manifest physically, they will hinder you and stop you from going where you're going. The universe and God will keep you from going where you're going if if that is what you have drenched your spirit with and your mind and your heart with. If that's your motive for getting to the next level, you won't get to the next level the way that you need to. Or you might get to the next level, but you're going to get set down as soon as you get there because something is going to happen, right? I've seen it happen 800 million times. I don't wish it on nobody, but I've seen it happen. So you have to be okay with however long it takes for you to get to where you're going and what your milestones are. And also, if you plan and prep and prepare and stay rooted in what you're doing and why you're trying to get there, you're going to get there. And so the theme of this conversation obviously is welcoming in or tapping into feminine energy. And I always felt like I was not feminine enough. You know, I was that girl that had issues with friends. Well, I ain't gonna say had issues because I ain't fall out with nobody per se, but I was that girl that used to look at my friends and be like, dang, why I can't be like that. And you know, I figured it out. Like, my favorite color being pink wasn't enough. I figured it out. I became the girl that knew everything about maintenance, or I became the girl that, you know, knew everything about makeup, or I became the girl that was like super into fashion or whatever, to the point where now the people that I wanted to be like are asking me for advice. And that's what you have to do. You just have to work at it. You have to work at it. It's work. It's never ending work. You have to work at it. And I'm not done. I don't know when I'm gonna be done, but I'm definitely not done now. I'm about to be done with this video though, because it's long. It's 47 minutes. But don't compare your journey to nobody else's journey. What's for you is for you. As we say in the HBCU world, if it's for me, it's for me, okay? If it's for you, it's for you. And if you don't put in the work, you'll never get to where you're going anyway. So that's all I have for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This is your second reminder to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video on this channel. If you like videos like this, let me know down below. It is a long one, girl. I understand. I'm gonna try to put some little music in the background to help us get through it. But I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Oh, that savage love you, girl. You know that savage love you.